we're going to do a birthday stream. So first and foremost, happy birthday to me, as I survive yet another year, which is great. Probably, well, I'm trying to go ahead and survive another year if possible. We'll see if it actually happens. Um, and so today I'm going to try to show you some of my games. Also, I'm going to take challenges. And especially if you guys are interested, please post some questions and I'll be happy to tell more about ChessVeep, tell a bit more about chess, about me. So that should be it. That should be like a good start. Let me play some games. Right. This. All right. B3, B5. Take some space. Planning to go C5. Trying to put pressure there. B. Okay. Mate. See what's going on. Yeah, sure. And yeah, do thank you, Kryptone. Um, do I think I'm going to do some study later on. Not yet. All right. Challenges. You might ask why it's sweet and salty. Because, well, because I'm actually celebrating it here alone, as Tsundere King is kind of far away. And it's kind of making me feel a little bit salty, because you should be celebrating it with me. He's actually playing the tournament. So far, so good. Doing quite fine. Let's expand. So he's doing quite fine well at the moment. And, well, the Tsundere King is not alone. Just like him, Ashwin's not around. So that's not great. But I'll show you later on why is it so sweet, on the other hand. I have some play here. I'm not claiming I'm doing great here in this position, but I have rooks and pawns, and that's pretty good. H1, kind of preparing to invade me, I guess. Let's see, trying to go for the line. Can't take your queen. All right. Well, it was yeah, intense. I'm not sure how great it was, but anyways. some trash talk going on. I've got a question from Joel Banava. So thank you for the question in general. Um, yeah, the question is, what training book should you have as an IM? Um, should an IM finish to have a slight chance of less sucking to GM title? Also, Naruto is GOAT. So, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that definitely there is a need to study chess books, especially maybe Galfons. Thank you for the follow. That's good. This is fine. So in general, it's pretty much important to study the greats, and I would advise Galfon's book because Galfon is pretty good and he's very insightful. And Joel, I think that's kind of something to take a look at and try. Is get these Galfon books because I think the examples he gives gets you better and trains you to become a better player. So that's my take on it. I have a weakness there, so it's kind of even. And by the way, Joel, good luck in the upcoming GM tournament. So, by the way, I've brought some candy, and I'm going to give those out. I mean, I'm going to show them, share how they look like, what they're about. Yeah, this was not a great game on my part. 3+2. 3+2 is fine, but I definitely prefer 3-0. Hey, 4 is good. Because I have this extra tempo. This provides me with a little bit of an advantage. Good luck, Brishton. So I have a stable d4 knight, and that should provide me with an advantage. Now he's trying to exchange me off, but he'll come with a concession. At least he'll get a structure that's not too great. A3. Creating safe space for my bishop. Be nice. Should be 1 to bring the to better pastures. Okay. I plan to build a battery here. Also, my bishop pairs are working full time, so this should be kind of pleasant for me in this position. Six. I have pressure along these lines. That's the good part. He has some play because this knight on c4 is active, but apart from that, this should be really good for my position. Me take e6. can't take because I take on c8. Yeah, the guy talked really big, so was hilarious. All right. Um. So if everyone is playing the French in Grand Care, well, I can try it too. Pressure on b2. b4. Back. Knight is okay. a6, trying to chase away this knight. Pawn is a little iffy. I have a center pawn, so that's always a positive. Okay. Basfi, to see you. Good luck. Yeah, that was a Ranald Hewitt was a very much up and down game. Um, you needed to close down the position as soon as possible. You have chances there. Now I have this e5 knight. Proposes to take back. Okay. Oh, what? I don't. I think we can't, because I will just. I have to take. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't take. Well, at least I don't know how your move can be taken back. So sorry about that. All right. Pristin Lucas. And oh, let me reload. Right. Okay. Let's see. Challenges. Lucas. Right. Um. In general, not 3+2. I prefer 3-0. 4. All very standard. It's a King's Indian type of position. DOP5 says that he's been playing bullet with his friend who's 100 points lower and he kept beating him. Yeah, I mean, blitz can get crazy very, very quickly. Trying to tap pawn, d6. Trying to undermine this. So, yep. Trying to open up the position, as I actually pointed out in one of my YouTube videos with Chess Veeps. is development. My king is castled, white's king is not, so that provides me good ample play against the king. Yeah, I like the c4 idea at least. I'm trying to open up the position possible. Two. Now I three. Knight is going to be an octopus on e3. That will be nice. Yeah, this knight just stops all castling that would be possible. Knight c2s, knight g2s. This knight is super strong. That's the gist of my monologue. Check comes to it. I gotcha. Kiss. Right? Actually, I've got from my peeps some extra bittersweet chocolate. That's kind of funny. Um, and it's also salty, so that makes me feel really happy. Because my life getting saltier and saltier every day. G3, I know he's c6 is not really good because this knight on b8 is stuck, kind of. f3. Found it. Venus stopping all those castling ideas. Also, I got the bishop there. That's not great for black here. Hi there. I hate sleeping. Um, Pasvi. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I do understand you have to do your project. On the other hand, I will be streaming from 6 to 8 as well. So if um, you're in America, you can watch me in the night stream from 6 to 8. Putting pressure on potentially there. Up the position. 6, but now I can take some. Oh, that was my bishop before. Check, because I can take with the check first. 6. Check. Check. Back. Take. I hate sleeping. You're asking why h4. Well, let me come back. Because my queen kind of suddenly getting out of air. So if, let's say, I go castles, then he can go knight h5. And even though my queen is not trapped, but it's very close to having no space. And after I played h4, if you go knight h5, the worst case I can go to h2, and my queen is safe there. So I mean, one thing that I might potentially do h5 as I did much later, but also is the fact that I can tuck my queen away. Oh, Makonak, yeah. Pleasure playing you. 5 plus. In general, I prefer 3 plus 0 time control and not 3 plus 2. Go. Pieces are harmonized. That's not necessarily a bad start. 6. In the pressure. Stopping the ideas of ever having that issue. Apologies. F4, just bolstering that e5 pawn. Had to put my phone on the charger. Takes d6 looks, I like it better because get this d4 square. Also planning to, so the position possible still works. These bishops kind of push black back. Six. Just defend. Knight is nicely placed, but I'm still kind of threatening. Take it out. structure is getting, seems to be slowly disintegrating. I'm threatening taking the knight and the pawn. Also, I have this nice little center. Get this bishop also. Extra pawn. Defending. It's good in the center. Also, I'm hitting on b7. Rook. e6. Threatening. And also, this position is kind of disintegrating right now. Because this g6 is like the pillar. Now. So basically my concept worked out in this game. Puentes. Let's go. d4, stopping you from d4 yourself. d6. Castle. I'm keeping d5. Square for myself also. He has lots of white square troubles. Knight is coming quickly. Getting on. Just kind of preparing for endgame. Because it's kind of rook heavy endgame. Usually it eventually gets into the real endgame. Getting my rook out. If he gives me the line, then I'll take it. Get them there. Now I have a strong knight. Putting pressure. Pinning. Five, and now I pin you from the other side. Take. It. A6, this knight a6. Typical idea of taking it. Taking the pawn. C7. Repair. Take back. Face you. And now suddenly I have 3 pieces attacking. 2 defending. 4. 5. Now I get to build the center, which is never good news for white. Okay. Actually, to push against these weak pawns. My rook will enter. This should be very pleasant for black. Not winning, but very uncomfortable. The knight e4 some moment yet. Oh, but this is fortunate because I double attack and just on. Now I double pressure on. But that's much. E5 taking, preparing the idea to advance center because that's where I have the extra pawn. H3, E6 we defend pawn because the bishop is already doing some great job there. C4, that was the point, so I can take with the bishop. If there's some knight d5 stuff, then I can take. This rook is just protected. 3, 4. My pawn can restart running. 4. Take d3. Take d3, d2. D3. Yep. I didn't go away. I just had to charge my phone. So Ronald, you're asking me what to do to improve tactics, and also I guess for you maybe a bit more of positional play, a bit more of the strategic way of Karpov, I think would help you a lot, because I think that even when you had an amazing position, thank you for the follow, even when you had an amazing position, the main issue you were facing was just this. You have to put your pieces on the right squares to actually crash through, and that's the thing that you didn't manage to do in that game. That you didn't position your pieces right. I'm kind of playing against his plan of e5, e2, e3, and actually this is a type of Spanish. Hi, Amin Molo. T Dark U123. I was born in Hungary. Oh, that's where I'm from. Key 1. Thank you for the follow. 5. But I think now I can win the pawn because the e5 pawn is hanging. Takes. Take. Take. And kind of helps me. Should be 5. Just destabilizing the bishop. 7. I'm just getting rid of that extra bishop pair that he had. Now I'm getting ready to get my knight into active square. That's the defender. Thank you for the follow. Just building this blockade. Knight is super strong now. Because of this, bishop is boxed in. That's why his position is suffering. 4, just chasing this knight away. Stuff. What I take, I have knight d6. These forks, family forks, that is. Okay. Bishop b7. I'm actually renewing the threat. Now I take, so you lost some time. Box this knight in as well, so you can't jump around. d1. There. Go down there. Take you. Start rolling with my pawns. Knight is stuck. 5. 6. Just start rolling that pawn. Just e7. f2. Yep. So, hi there, Tony. Hello, Avnik. Good to see you all. Let's see. More challenges. I'm gonna take 2 more challenges, then I'm going to give a puzzle for you guys to study. Hopefully you guys will like it. Hey there, Tony. Let's play. Hello. Hi there, Boruto fan. g4, and now I will have these knight stuff. Takes. I can immediately attack that g6 pawn. Black. Give that check, because it will be inconvenienced greatly. Or I'm trying to get my bishop out with the tempo. 6. Knight c6. Oh. e4. I'm trying to open position. Long castle. And again, this is what I was talking about in my YouTube video. Development. It's very important to develop your pieces correctly. 5, and now my rook is immediately hitting the king, and it's unfortunate because especially the black king is in the center. That's the reason why this is just awful. Queen f5. Just pinning him first. I win. Well, probably. It's a good chance this is winning. d5. Still maintaining the pin. So I take d7 and probably queen b6 mate. Okay. But that's enough. Take. 5. Bringing some extra help because this bishop is stuck by its own pawns. Again, that's why developing your pieces is important. Because now I just win with an extra bishop and an extra queen. Eight. d7. b8. d7. Let me. Okay. Who didn't play me yet? Anybody tell me? Who didn't play me yet? Let's see. Probably he didn't. Had a mate. Avnik, you had a mate. Back rank. Interesting. So I'm immediately hitting. Whenever the bishop comes out early, this queen b3 can become way more powerful. This usually seems strange, but it does work. Now he's planning to go rook b8, rook b2. Given the chance, that I'm not really interested in, so I'm take yet. Seven. bishop. H3. Two. Even start planning of H5. King is castled, and this rook is just primely placed for mating attack already. Hi there, Tony. I don't want to change queens much, but I don't want to waste tempo yet. I'm fine with just attacking with rooks. Now I have somewhere to play on, and he has trouble finding targets. Especially I took with the D, so this line is close because of these pawns. Eight. G. Three. Heading towards where? F7 is getting weak as the take. Makes sense, but I keep my bishop there. He'd like to exchange stuff. Not an option yet for him. Six. He's 5. I think I'm castling long. My rook will get there immediately, so that's good. Knight e5. Now I have stopped that idea for forever. So these pawns are getting weaker. Bit. G2, planning to double. So notice this pawn on h5 stops any kind of pawn moves from 6 pawn. Take. Go bishop d3. Just emphasizing that thing is not safe there. 2, just defending the pawn. Okay. Three. Not too scary because the rook stops it, and there's no way. At least I don't see a way that he could get closer to me. A5, B4, just creating a luft space for my king to take it. Now I'll just take. Now I have the A line coming there. Okay, play F4, defending this pawn. Bishop B5, also putting up, and I have the piece. So that's, yeah, whatever you give, I follow the rules of Ilya of taking whatever could be taken. Right, so let me see. Play A1. Blitz game, and to show a puzzle which might be familiar for some of you because it was part of the simul I was playing, and it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully I can plug it in. It'll be the first time I can plug it in chess. It's going to be an interesting puzzle. Puzzle for mate in 12. Right, this knight is awkward placed. That's why I went back. 8, h4, 5 stuff. c2, getting out of this pin. It was here. Now f4, safeguarding the square. 5, knight d5 hits the bishop, so yes, loom in the air. Six, g5 hitting the knight. You take, and knight draw, or this bishop. Thank you. Right. I'll take a 3 check. 3 check. Not my cup of tea. Alright, let's play one more game and then I'll show you guys the puzzle. Thank you for the follow. 2 pawns. That knight on e4. I think relatively rosy. Take rook. A check, so that be good. All right. Okay. Let me show you guys this puzzle. Kind of sweet. Okay, so let me show this puzzle I study. My studies. New study. Chess sweep study. Public. Start. Chapter 1. Denes Boros. Okay. Okay. Actually, instead, first I'm going to show you one of my favorite games. I played it recently against Christopher Yu. E4, C5, knight F3, knight D4, 6, 8, 6. Now Christopher Yu is famous for being one of the youngest person getting, I'm not sure, a national master title or something like that. He's like 13 and he's 2400. Pretty good. Bishop G5, knight D7, Bishop C4. And what's kind of exciting about this move is interesting, but whenever you find an interesting idea, guess who is waving at you from 1958? Any guesses who's waving at you from 1958? Well, the answer is David Bronstein. So bishop c4. The idea is potential sacrifices on e6. So black played queen b6, bishop b3, 6, queen d2, bishop e7, castle, knight c5, f3. All very standard stuff. It's like a typical English attack. 3 castles, king b1, just getting out of any kind of knight b3 trickies. 7, h4, b5, a3, bishop d7, b4, queen b6. A little bit a weird move. Because this queen can run into many tactical ideas. I took g5. I'm going with this technical breakthroughs. h5, a5, and g6. Very good move. It's a typical. It's a typical sack, but it still works. 6. And any guesses how Christopher Yu reacted? The move is actually not too surprising. Actually, this is not correct. So let me change this. It wasn't against the Simult player. It was against Christopher Yu. Zugetic saying, what's the point of guessing if you don't get anything? Well, I might remember you because if you get the puzzle right, you might get a VB. And with VBs, you might not know, but eventually with VBs, you're going to get some extra money. I mean, not money in the chat. And you can play and get even more VBs with boss fights. Hello there, White Dancing Rockstar. So, any guesses how Christopher Yu continued in this position? This part. While you guys think. 6. H6. H6 wasn't played, but I will definitely give. It's a pretty good move, and actually, that's what he should have played. H6 is probably the best move that he didn't play. Probably it leads to complicated position. He played something else. Knight f5. It's actually black to move. Yeah, Zugetic says, oh, oops. Well, yeah. What happens? Don't move twice. Alright. Let me meanwhile open my sweet and sour candy. Because I deserve it. It's also 70% more bittersweet, so that just sounds like a perfect birthday gift. Good stuff. Good stuff. Zug Addict. Only one move. You can't list all of them. Okay. Final guesses? Yeah, either a4, b4, bishop f6, one of them. You played one of them. Zuetic, you're correct. Okay, let's change this. So, if anyone finds the move, but Christopher, you played, the whole chat gets a VB. Phileas Orange Juice. Community hails you. Now, it's an interesting move. Interesting move. Okay. Interesting idea. Which I managed to refute at the board. Before, again, I will give away. So, Phileas Orange Juice B4 was the correct answer. So, because of you, the whole chat will get a VB. Fabiano Capablanca Bishop F6. No, that's not. That's not it. All right. Do that. Okay. Yep. You guys try. Go ahead. Try to defeat Raftalia, Boruto fan. No, not it. All right. So B4. And my next move is super strong, and that's H6. That should stay humble, but this is pretty strong. And I spent a lot of time finding this move. Pretty strong. Actually, it is near decisive. Six. All right, guys, try to find more people for boss fight. Actually, I'll help you guys out. So good luck, guys. Right. Stage 6. Now, question number 1. What happens if he takes on c3? We take, obviously. King has to move. You take, that's suicidal. Take, you take, and it's mate. So king h8 is the move. H takes, king takes, and white to move and win. This is a pretty nice idea, and I mean, this was very convincing. I was convinced with this one. Any ideas how white should continue. It's white to move and win, and even mate. Hi there, Ovnik. Rook dg1. If rook dg1, I tuck my king back to h8. Bruno, let me not butcher your name. Bruno Lisboa. Queens? Yeah, I'm reading the chat. So Queen's an interesting idea. So Blob 75 FM, I am reading the chat. So Queens, Black has to take. Let's continue. Yeah, Rook dg1, that's the correct one. If King f8, then Rook takes h8 checkmate. If King f6, Queen f4 checkmate. I actually prefer this one. This is cuter with the rooks all occupying a line. Queen g5 is also a checkmate, but Queen f4 is cuter. Okay. Can take on c3. But what if f takes g6? Fabiano Capablanca is saying that takes. This is also mate. Takes h6. True. But the other seemed simpler. Okay, so let's go back to the other defenses. So f takes g6. Still something I have to deal with. How should I continue here? Yeah, take on g7, of course. Rook f7. It's not over because black is one move away from setting himself free. Also, b takes c3 is now a threat. It's not over yet. Rook h7. Yes, Zugedict. And that's the thing that I foresaw for doing this, and this is pretty strong. Now, b takes c3, h6, h8 is coming. Painful. Takes. Has to be tried. Here. Take. Here. Checkmate. So this is very nice. He saw this, decided to go bishop f6, which is a cunning defense. It's a pretty good one. It's the best defense. No, it's critical position number 2. H6, bishop f6. Now I have to find the winner blow. And it's actually not that simple. Ah. Oh. Zug addict, sorry. So rook takes, king f6. Okay. Queen h4 doesn't work. How should we crash through? Alright, I'm going to use some help. I'm quite sure this is winning, and this bishop takes e6, which is surprising. Because if knight takes e6, knight d5, and I take your queen, bishop takes e6, then check again here, takes, queen h6, and now if queen f6, knight d5. If king g8, then checkmate. So this is the refutation. I was wondering if rook g1 works, and rook g1 also, mate. Because your king is kind of stuck. And if rook g7, queen f4 is a nice little checkmate. So that's the answer. Yeah, of course, you're right. Why not look at it? That's why we just did that. So bishop takes e6 is the brilliant computer choice, even though I was... Computer choice. But rook g1 also wins. Because rook g1, and this is way hard to defend. On the other hand, bishop e6 is very pretty, because knight e6, then we mentioned knight d5, bishop, and bishop e6 was in f4. Okay, it was queen f4 here, takes, and knight f5 check. Quite a pretty line. So, Onik, you're asking, what is this boss fight about? Well, if you guys go after the boss, then you can get VBs, which will be very useful later on. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Page 6, bishop f6 was played. And I noticed that if h takes here, then my attack is in a small standstill. Same with h takes, bishop takes, it's not that simple. So how else can I continue the attack here? Yeah, Zugedict, you're right. You're saying that if rook takes h7 is 2, then that bishop takes e6 deserves like 5. Alright, back to the game. Bishop f6. How can I envision checkmate on his king? How can I go ahead and continue with the attack? And actually, this is not too difficult if you can envision where the checkmate would land for this black king on g8. Which square would be that? G takes f7 here is not too strong. Yeah, I mentioned h takes before, but the problem is that the king finds shelter and it's not that easy. It's probably still winning, but it's getting kind of messy. But what I played was clearly the best in this position. So queen h2. And this is a strong move because I'm preparing to take on h7. So event rook fb8. Because if he takes now, I can take and have queen takes h7. If h takes, then it's checkmate immediately. So rook fb8 was played. Just fine. H takes, bishop takes. Went g takes f7. King takes f7. And knight f5. You guys were waiting for knight f5 to land, and it does. Let me promote this variation. Takes, takes. Finally. Finally. It's here. Knight f5. And you can notice that this king is in big, big danger. So b takes c3 was played on h7, e8, rook d6, queen b8, and here he's holding for the moment, but this will not last long. Because queen h5 quicker. Queen h5, then he can try to run to f8. Takes. Bishop f6. Not sure. Not sure. Obviously, queen h5 is also winning. Takes. Let me try to call. Yep, so I played rook g1. Moves his king. Knight takes g7, king f8. And it's white to move and win. It's pretty sweet. g8 hanging. Yeah, that's also winning. But the knight g7 just forces mate. It's white to move and checkmate. It's rook takes d7. The king is already stuck. You can move the rook because I take, and checkmate. The rook d7, he resigned. But the game could have continued with knight takes d7. Knight d7. Knight takes on e6 check. Yeah, king e8. Rook takes knight f8. Rook takes f8. Quite a nice little game. Was quite happy with this game that I played. Defeating strong upcoming player like this is not, I mean, I was very proud of this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. The before the rook captured, yes. What's your question? Onik, what's your question? Well, I wouldn't be talking down to my opponent because he actually beat 2700 Lekwang Liam. So I would be remiss of making remarks on Yu's play. He was actually 13-14. Yeah, so Zug Adect b4 was the critical blunder. Yerevan, you said the knight takes e6, and that was the correct response. Back a move, okay. Yes, what's the idea? Yes. So the Duke's saying, yep, the Duke's, you're right. Christopher Yu is the next I am elect in America, so he's a big hopeful. So I think there's a good idea of looking back with this game, and at least I was happy with this game. Yes, here knight takes e6, knight takes e6, then he has bishop takes e6, and it's getting messy. Not still could be winning, but it's getting it's still could be winning, but rook takes d7 is cleaner. Yeah, I mean, if I take bishop takes king e7, and I fail to see checkmate immediately, this doesn't look very messy for you, Zug Addict? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't see the mate. How am I? I mean, I'm winning, but in the game he resigned in 3 moves, and here we're going to play 50 more moves. Rook e6. Rook e6, I can take you. Rook e6, I just take you. Take and king d8. Obviously, I'm not falling for. Not falling for this one. King d8. Queen f7. Your rook is hanging. This rook is hanging, so you can't go queen f7. If you go queen f7, he takes the rook. So that's why rook d7 was nice. I mean, it was a good move. Very happy about this one. And thank you for watching. We'll be back from 6 to 8. All right, see you.